When there's something strange in the Shibuya neighborhood, who you gonna call?
Hello, Ghostbusters.
Oops, sorry, wrong number.
No, I meant Akito and his supernatural sidekick KK. The superpowered ghostbusting buddies that share the same body, like Eddie Brock and a considerably less hostile version of Venom.
Enough talk. Let's get moving.
I recently had hands-on with the first 4 hours of Ghostwire Tokyo, in which I got to step into Akito's shoes and explore a large chunk of its Tokyo-inspired open world, sniff out several spooky side missions, and indulge in numerous showdowns with its malevolent mobs of spectral assailants. It was an eerie and consistently engaging outing, and one that left me intrigued as to what other surprises lie waiting in its rain-slicked city streets.
Let go! Give me your right hand!
If you can imagine a Yakuza game in which the pedestrians and perverts have been replaced by ghouls and ghosts, then you'd have something close to Ghostwire Tokyo's highly detailed take on the Japanese capital. The human population has mysteriously disappeared, leaving behind their clothes and discarded shopping bags. But thankfully dogs remain, and yes, you can both pat them and feed them to encourage them to lead you to secrets. Good boy. Otherwise, the only residents to be found are spirits that need to be absorbed using Akito's paper doll, and the visitors, faceless and occasionally headless paranormal predators that will pursue you relentlessly should you fail to take them out with a sneak attack first. Thanks to his pal KK riding shotgun in his psyche, Akito has access to a growing number of elemental powers to put these poltergeist punks in their place. Pulling off Akito's gesture-based attacks is a bit like performing sign language, where every sign says dodge this. Yet although Akito's fantastical finger guns may seem foreign to most first-person shooter fans, his attacks are not as far removed from your standard action game arsenal as they first appear. His rapid-fire but weak-powered wind gusts are your pistol. The wider spray of his water blades are your shotgun. The charged-up fireball blasts are your grenade launcher. And his bow and arrow is your... well, actually, that's basically just a regular bow and arrow. Using a combination of Akito's attacks, you need to chip away at the outer shells of these haunted hordes, allowing you to finish them off quickly by ripping their prismic hearts out with a satisfying snap of elastic electricity. Ammo isn't collected from fallen foes, but rather punched out of corrupted cars and vending machines found throughout the city. Any spirits you absorb can be taken to these Egon Spengler approved payphones and converted into cash and XP. The former for buying consumable health items from convenience stores,
I always find myself buying stuff like this.
and the latter used to unlock upgrades in Ghostwire Tokyo's skill tree. It's a good thing too, because although Ghostwire Tokyo's combat certainly looks dazzling, it feels somewhat stiff at the outset. Thankfully, over the course of the first 2 story chapters, I had invested enough to speed up Akito's moves and bring added flexibility to his attacks. And I started warming a bit more to Ghostwire Tokyo's finger-flung fireworks. But while this bustin' makes me feel good, it's yet to make me feel great. I found exploring Tokyo, on the other hand, absolutely gripping from the get-go. While Ghostwire Tokyo begins with the majority of its open-world map shrouded in deadly fog,
What is up with this fog?
activating Torii gates gradually reveals its sprawling expanse. And I was pleasantly surprised by its verticality. Akito can grapple flying yokai spirits to launch himself up to rooftops, and employ a handy glide ability to soar around in search of secrets. But Ghostwire Tokyo's central mystery also leads you down into subterranean shopping arcades and subway tunnels deep below the streets. And with a number of treasure hunts to complete,
What's this?
there certainly seems to be plenty of hidden sections in the city to scour. While the main story of Ghostwire Tokyo finds Akito and KK hot on the trail of a mysterious masked demon, each district of Tokyo is also home to a handful of side missions offered by spirits trapped in some sort of limbo. and these optional quests can draw you into some pretty surprising situations. One detour into the dingy hallways of a corrupted bathhouse suddenly teleported me into an off-kilter otherworld where I had to survive attacking waves of enemies appearing from all angles. While other side missions were more sedate but equally as enthralling, such as using KK's spectral vision to uncover a hidden room in a haunted apartment,
Found it.
or sneaking up on an enchanted umbrella to relieve it of its mischievous yokai spirit. Elsewhere, there are full-on processions of creepy demons to encounter in the streets. Yikes, more like a no-thanksgiving parade. Adorable tanuki disguised as inanimate objects to discover, note the telltale tale, and spirits imprisoned in containment cubes that must be liberated from their visitor captors before they expire. A glance at Ghostwire Tokyo's game map might make it seem like another icon-strewn open-world adventure, but its ominous atmosphere and unique paranormal encounters give it an allure unlike any other. I'm certainly curious to investigate the mysterious ritual teased at the end of my hands-on.
Damn it. They've started the ritual.
Not to mention finding out just how powerful the union between Aikido and KK will become. For more Ghostwire Tokyo, check out the official gameplay overview and the trailer for the visual novel prequel. For everything else, keep haunting IGN.
Use a seal. Exorcise him.